Last year after my cheer team won nationals, my brother, Demetrius, came up to me and told me he was my good luck charm and the reason why we won nationals. To an extent, I do believe him. While maybe he is my good luck charm, I've never met anyone who has motivated me more in life. I'm the second of my parents' 2 children. I'm about 1.5 years younger than my older brother, Demetrius. Not long after I was born, my parents noticed some developmental delays in him. He wasn't talking, did not respond to verbal prompts, and he didn't socialize well with other toddlers. My parents did what good parents do. They took him to many specialists, therefore, we spent much of my earlier childhood in waiting rooms. In fact, a few of my earliest memories revolve around his diagnosis of autism. The waiting rooms of speech therapists and occupational therapists. My mom and dad were obviously preoccupied with treatment and outcomes at these appointments. And Demetrius, was always there for me and was one of the only consistent things in my life. Demetrius would hug on me and suck on his thumb. He would always open picture books and point to the pictures that he wanted me to see. He was my security blanket. Oh my God, I can't even see the paper. As I look back, I have no doubt that these moments are why I cherish my brother so much. He calmed me down when everybody around me was stressed. I literally can't see, I'm sorry. However, Demetrius never let autism stop him once. Not ever. To this day, Demetrius is a high school graduate and he's currently attending BCTC. He wants to be a Lego designer when he grows up. He knows every line of every movie. You could literally ask him and he would know. But most importantly, he has a walk with Christ like no other. He is a leader at Encounter, which is currently his biggest achievement to us. He likes to tell jokes when he goes there. And he always wants to go to church and wants to always say the prayer every time we eat dinner. I've never had a role model so close to me that has motivated me with my relationship with Christ. Some of the challenges for me and my brother were in typical social settings. He suffers from echolalia, a condition where he mumbles, speaks, and often yells without control. This often made him an easy target for bullies. When we were little, Demetrius always tried to play with other kids. However, because of his autism and echolalia, other kids would ignore him or either bully him. I remember watching other kids bully him in the sandbox when we were little. So I threw sand in their eyes as revenge. I always felt as if I had to be on the lookout for him because I had to protect him from the harsh peers around us. However, Demetrius never let this However, Demetrius never gives up on trying to make new friends. Demetrius constantly gets made fun of or ignored every time he tries to play or talk with others. I have never looked up to someone more for such a reason. He goes out of his comfort zone to try to connect with others and constantly gets rejected. So why can't I go out of my comfort zone? Looking back in this moment, I changed from the little girl that needed to be protected into the tough, obnoxious sister whose job it is to protect him, my defenseless older brother. I became his security blanket, and I always will be for the rest of my life. The challenges my family faces due to his struggles with autism will always be there, and so will my aggressive, my older brother's security blanket. My brother's disabilities will always bring obstacles that my family will face. He will always need someone to protect him and check up on him. I believe that it is my job to protect him and take care of him, and my job is to be his blanket. Thank you, Demetrius, for always inspiring me to be my best self always. Thank you for constantly inspiring me to go out of my comfort zone or work really hard for the things that I want in my life. I am so lucky to have you as my older brother. You are a true inspiration in my life, and thank you for being my best friend.